Hey, how's it going? It's Tom O'Mahony here, and this is the Buckshot podcast for Wednesday, the 19th of April 2017. How are you? How's it going? I was planning on having a guest this week. He was all up for it. Of course, I fucked up. As I said last week, it's wedding fucking stuff all week, so it's just been bananas. So again, I'll have to reschedule because we're going on a mini moon they call it. That's kind of just when you fucking don't leave the country. But the cool shit we've got lined up is pretty cool. But like that, I'm going to have a backlog now. There'll be 3 guests, one after another, pretty much, as soon as I get back from that. But yeah, comedy dates coming up for Buckshot. May 13th in Care. Apparently that one is selling quite well. That's in Tipperary. I'll be there with the awesome Paul Marsh. May 25th I'll be in the Lantern Theatre right after Jest Fest. I'll be there in the Lantern Theatre in Wexford. June 2nd I'll be in the venue in Ratoath, and confirmed so far is November 25th in the Museum of Comedy in London. A couple other dates where I won't be doing Buckshot, but I will be on the stage. It is Killaloo in County Clare, the lovely Killaloo in Clare, May 5th. Clonmel, I'll be there. Probably, I'm looking forward to this one. It's with Paul Marsh again, and we're going to try and co-host. See, can we MC at the same time without fucking just ripping the living shit out of each other, which should be kind of funny. And I've always wanted to do it, but I've never done it, so it should be a fun one. That's on May 11th at Clonmel. And for Galwegians, I'll be in the Trappers on May 18th. All right, let's boot on with the podcast. There we are. We're live. The red light is saying we're live. How you doing, everybody? All 7 of you. I'm drinking tea again like a fucking lunatic. I swear I'm going to do one of these drunk. Honestly, it doesn't add up to too much when I'm here drinking fucking cups of tea. It's not exactly the bad as fucking decaf. That'll tell you. No, that's only because that's all that's left in the house, to be honest with you. I'd normally drink the hard shit, but you know, fucking for fuck's sake. So yeah, it's been one of the most intense fucking weeks. Getting married, and today's Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday as it goes out, and I'm getting married on Saturday. Who fucking knew? I guess if you had loads of money, you wouldn't be under so much pressure because you could just hire people to do stuff. But when you don't have loads and loads of money, or I mean, maybe you just don't want to fucking give it to some motherfucker that you don't trust. So that's kind of half my issue. It's like I don't trust it already. There's a couple of fuckers playing the fucking prick, which you will find anybody who's ever you're trying to orchestrate it. There'll be always some prick drop the fucking ball. And so far, the major one. There's been a few where you're kind of going, wow, this is really fucking unprofessional. You're running this like a fucking tit. But they're coming through. But the one motherfucker at the minute is the dude who was making my suit. Oh, he sold me a fucking good story, that motherfucker. Yeah, it's a month overdue. And he's giving me all these lines of shit. I gave these lines to people when I was like 19 and I was doing jobs for people in buildings. I was like, yeah, well, it's just come up that, and you're just trying to deflect away shit, but realistically is that you didn't have the fucking common sense or the mental maturity or the fucking, just the savvy to put the shit together correctly. He's not been making the fucking suit. I'm guessing he's contracting it out or some shit, but he's a salesman is what he is, and he gave a great fucking pitch, and I went with this motherfucker, and now we're back down to still don't have a fucking suit, waiting on a phone call this morning. So I kept my cool, I was very fucking proud of myself actually. Herself was there, in fairness she didn't, she kind of went off the hook a small little bit on him, which I was proud enough of her, but I was ready to give the fucker the hair dry treatment, but I'm like, is this gonna fucking, I'm doing well, you see. I've always had a fucking psychotic temper, but I don't have the switch off of the show, you know, let's do the shouty thing and then we'll switch off. I don't have that. What I have is, alright, let's go straight into first floor to the foot to the floor and let's blow the fucking engine, basically. That's it, just blow the fucking engine. I'll jump on the guy's face like a fucking spider monkey and start ripping lumps of fucking skin off, and then I'm done for fucking manslaughter. Because they'll do me for manslaughter. It wouldn't be straight up murder because they'd understand the temper I'd be into. Like, so they'll say the man wasn't in his right mind. It was probably an accident really that I tore your man's fucking head off. So that's That's the only one that's grinding my fucking gears. Everybody else is kind of playing ball. And you see, it's like, you're not asking fucking favours. This is the thing, you're paying motherfuckers. It'd be one thing if you were asking favours and mates let you down or whatever, going, fuck it, I can't do it because you're like, you prick, but you're not paying them, they're just doing you a fucking favour. This motherfucker, he's getting fucking paid. This is what's fucking wrecking my fucking head. Right, calm down before the fucking... I mess my fucking tea up everywhere. I have another issue, people. I didn't think it'd come to this. I was telling you, if you've listened to the other podcasts, we've moved properly out the countryside. And something we never had when I grew up was an issue with crows. You get the odd motherfucking crow. Couple of crows, maybe. You get a couple. That'd be it. And if they're real cheeky fucking crows, what they do is they might fucking go in to the hen house and they bust a hole in an egg and they drink the fucking egg. Or they might just kill a fucking... they're motherfuckers too. They pick like magpies especially would pick the fucking eyes out of a lamb and shit like that. Bad bastards, but real smart fuckers too. So at home, like at the parents' place, if they see a person from 500 feet away, they're off. You know what I mean? They're fucking out of there because they're frightened the boomstick is coming. Because that's what'll happen. You just blow the fucking head off one of them, because they're pests. They are pests. There's no two ways about it. There's plenty of other places they can be rather than fucking pecking at your fucking hen's eggs. So they don't. I didn't grow up with a place with many. This fucking place, mother of divine Jesus Christ. Now I don't know. Do they do a lot of fucking tillage farming, which is like potatoes and stuff like that, and where there's lots of seeds for these motherfuckers to be in. But there is an entire fucking field on the back of this place where they could be, but they're not. They're right in our back fucking yard, and we got these. I guess they were old stables one time, but there's like a garage bit that we were after getting, it's fine. I properly sorted it out the other day. I went at it, gave it a good fucking going over, pulled out, threw out a load of shit, squared it up, got a fucking workbench in there, looking the shit, some nice fucking shelving and stuff for gear and all the rest of it if you have to do a thing. And these motherfuckers, they started getting into the roof space down the end of the row of kind of stables, because the neighbours use kind of half of them. They put turf and stuff in there, but they were coming up and coming down through a hole in my ceiling of where my work shed is, and they had this fucking colossal nest. It was a shit effort at a nest, but they brought a fucking a fuckload of sticks in for it, and they were just dropping off the area. They were trying to hang it off this kind of hook thing and kind of build it off that. But they just kept on fucking sticks, so I'm like, fuck this now. So I fucked all out the sticks. There's a million fucking trees and all the rest of them. This is like a juvenile that has moved out of fucking home, you know what I mean? He's making it on his own, and he picked the worst fucking place to come, because he couldn't even get a nest to hang on the fucking thing. So I fucks out all the sticks. Following day, like magic, I had the doors closed, like magic. Almost the entire lot is back again. And I'm not talking just a little bundle of sticks that you see the size of a nest. I'm talking this would fill the volume of a bin liner. Fucking him and all his buddies must have just chipped in for the day. These fuckers didn't let him down, and he wasn't fucking paying him anything. They just filled the fucking thing again. So out I fucked it again. I went, alright, they're coming in through the roof. Had a couple of boards, get out the screwdriver, the old Makita, lashed up a couple of boards, blocked up the fucking thing with some Gorilla Tape and whatnot. Go in there yesterday, it's fucking full again. How the fuck are they doing it? I'm like, fuck this. How the fuck are they getting in? Doors closed. So, this morning, and this has been my third, probably fourth day having a real fucking issue with them. I see two of them at 8 o'clock this morning. Two of them squeezing over the fucking top of the thing. They were only, like I said, juveniles, so they're only small ones. Squeezing over the fucking top of things with sticks fucking hanging out the sides of their mouth like fags. He fucking... I was impressed in one way, but it's like, lads, there's fucking tons of other space up in those other sheds. Go fuck around up there. So, scared them out, fucked out all the stuff. And this evening, they were getting in over the top, so I put up some new timber to see can I block it off. They'll probably fucking find a way around it, but I've been passive. I haven't threatened to shoot any of them, but if they're in there again tomorrow, that's it. I'm finding the biggest one and blowing his fucking head off. Simple as that. Because this is the thing, they're looking at me like I'm an asshole when I walk out the back of the house. They're barely even flying off. They're just kind of bouncing around going, who's this cunt? And today I watched, for the third time, I watched gang rape happen. Or at least rape, but a bunch of them all standing around watching the other one fucking rape. It was like, One of you deserves to fucking die, at least. Out of the fucking 400 of you, one of you deserves to die. If this is your fucking standard of living, you fucking savages. They were just two crows, and I thought it was a fight. I was like, oh, cool, a fight, and the rest are all standing around watching. Then I see it a little closer, and then I see it the third time, and then I see a fourth day, this shit happening. It's like, okay, alright, she is not going with this. She is not into this. She is fighting off the male crow, and all the others are standing around going, yeah, fucking yeah. Fucking that's... So yeah, crowpocalypse is what I'm fucking deeming this. I didn't think I was going to get so obsessed, but turns out I have. Fuck 'em. Fucking dirty fuckers. Raping. Jesus Christ. It's fucking horrific. So anyway, it does look like the end of the world may be coming. So maybe me and all my camo mightn't be too fucking insane. So the Kim Jong-un, is it Kim Jong-un? I'm not going to look this up. I refuse to look shit up. It's way more fun if I just get it wrong, isn't it? You could look up shit. You can correct me on Twitter. Follow me at Tom_O'Mahony. Oh yeah, and I'm to fill they give people have given me advice on podcasts. Apparently, I'm to tell you that it's on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn. You're clearly listening to this if you can hear me. So I don't know what the point of that is, but yeah, follow me on Tom_O'Mahony on Twitter, or Tom O'Mahony Comic on Instagram. It's fun. It's great fun. I don't know what to tell you. I don't put up anything serious anyway, that's for sure. You won't see me whinging and pissing and moaning too much about things. There's an element of humour to everything, because I think that's what social media is actually for. When people come on to these things and just start on social media and start properly bitching about a thing, like the internet world, and people writing shit like, you okay hun? What the fuck? Like, the internet world is going to fucking put an internet fucking arm around your shoulder and give you a tenner. No, it's fucking not. Fuck's sake. Anyway, I went off on a tangent. The end of the world is coming, and I'm ready. Although Kim Jong-un was to launch a missile. Wow, embarrassing. If anybody saw that in the news, he went to launch a missile, and the thing absolutely shit the bed on the platform. Holy fuck! How embarrassing would that be? Like his missile blew it fucking load before it didn't even get off. Didn't even get his fucking underpants off. Didn't even get his didn't even get into the bed. Just got a look of it. Got a look at that North Korean, the GG, and just splurted all over the fucking... Jesus, that's embarrassing. How much work was put into that fucking thing? See, this is the thing, like, go and buy any of the documentaries I've seen there, because that'll tell you everything. But Vice seem to do it for... It would seem that they're selling their people the biggest load of shit. They can tell them whatever they want. They're not allowed newspapers, the internet, or media from outside the country. So they could quite literally, like, fritzel the shit out of... Like, these people are hidden in a giant basement and just tell them, yeah, this is the whole world. This is all of it. Don't worry about the rest of it. It's did they even tell people? Fucking hell. It would seem, but, like, I don't know. It's a hard fucking one to know which way it's going to go, isn't it? I mean, you'd see the insanity that did, like, your man fucking Trump. Jesus. Like, he's not so fucking... Well, he is. He fucking is. But it's still... Like, is it all just a fucking pawn play, is it? I mean, is he going to be fucking ousted? Are they going to find out shit that he hooked up with Russia? They're going to oust him? Put in the next fucking lunatic? Was that originally who they wanted to put in there? Jesus Christ. This man's name, Mike Pence. Was it Mike Pence? Was up there the other day. I could be totally wrong with the name. Giving out about Assad and fucking what he did in Syria with the chemical warfare on his own people. He actually said, I was either Pence or some other fucking lunatic. He actually went, it's the worst thing in the world. Even Hitler wouldn't have gassed his own people. Hitler was the fucking poster child for chemical warfare on his own people. And this mad fucking like, what in the name of fuck? That's what we're dealing with. If you actually want to check out how to, in a comedic way, survive the apocalypse, you should check out myself and the great Colin Geddes, Geddis. You'll probably have come across You'll have probably come across him on one platform or another. The guy is unbelievable. He turns out some brilliant content every week. But we did a series of... I say a series, I don't know how many. Maybe there's 5 or 6 sketches on prepping and how important prepping is, and the different stages that you're going to have to just accept when the end does come. And I swear to God, it's actually getting way more traction in the last couple of fucking weeks, because I don't know, I think people are kind of like, everybody's seen The Walking Dead. Do you know what I mean? There's an element of it there where you have to be in the back of your mind. You can't be so naive. I mean, 98% of your brain is going, it's totally not going to happen. I've got an iPhone, I'm fine. I don't want to scaremonger or sound like some sort of fucking tinfoil hat wearing lunatic, but at the same time, it would only take the power to go out. It would only take the fucking power to go out. Electricity to fucking go out. This podcast wouldn't be going out. You know what I mean? It would only take... How ready are you? How fucking ready are you? Do you have a stockpile of batteries, candles? Do you have a gun? Do you know what I mean? Because while people are so passive now and they're going, I don't need a gun, man. I don't need a gun. If you're fucking 4 days hungry, or you've got a kid and they're 4 days fucking hungry, you'd fucking kill. I'm telling you, you'd kill. No power. No power means the petrol pumps can't go. No power means no light. You're not cooking anything hot unless you've got an open fireplace, and you can learn how to make some fucking s'mores or something. Or like the old days when you toast a bit of bread on the fire, or you heat up the old chocky bickies and you'd lick off the chocolate. Maybe that was just a country thing. I'm gone into a dark fucking place here now, lads, and I like it. I don't know how prepped I am either, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know if I could live off the wild for very long. I should really stockpile on shotgun shells and, cartridges and stuff for the rifle. But then you got to defend yourself, because that's when shit gets wild. And there was a thing I was talking about. I was there at the weekend. I'll tell you about some of the gigs I was doing over the weekend as well. But my cousins were over. They're missing the wedding. But I say my cousins. It's my cousin, her husband, and her kids, her 3 kids. And one of her kids, Caitlin, she's 18, and she was competing in the World Championships this weekend with her dance team, Irish dance team. They actually won it. Fair fucking play to them. They actually won it. They came over. I'm guessing they're all based out of Florida or whatever, but they came over and they trained their fucking holes off and they won it. But they brought over her boyfriend as well. Nice lad, two quiet lads. We're talking 17, 18. Real. I don't know, I was probably a bit more manly, or thinking I was an older man, at least when I was 18. I think it's just the way kids are raised in the States too, you know what I mean? They kind of grew up when they're maybe in their mid-20s. Here, we're kind of, a lot of us are, well, certainly the lads I grew up with, we're all out lads by the time we were about 15, smoking fags, giving out about the fucking price of things, cribbing about the weather, at 15, that was kind of the way we were. But I was talking with my cousin's husband, and he would be a real northern Floridian, which would be right next door to Alabama, so proper south, you know what I mean? Smart guy, he's a doctor and everything. He was just asking about the gun laws here, and he was like, have you a license to carry? I was like, what, like a pistol, a fucking sidearm? He's like, yep. I'm like, no, that's not allowed in Ireland. Nobody has it, almost nobody. The odd cop, the odd volatile politician that I've met once or twice hasn't. He's like, you're fucking shitting me. So I can just open fire. Nobody's opening fire. It's not a fucking done thing here. It was never the Wild West here. It's, you know what I mean? But he was actually saying in the places where they openly carry, in his local town, he carries a gun on his hip, like a fucking keychain. He walks around with a fucking gun. That was the first thing. The first time I went to America on the old J1 visa to Boston, it fucking blew my mind seeing cops. It was the first time I was properly abroad, to another continent. And fuck me, seeing cops with big ass fucking guns and shit. It was like, Jesus Christ, you're just walking around with that thing, And he was like, yeah, I see you're going into the shop and everything with that fucking usage. Yep. No big deal. He made out the towns where that was allowed, gun crime was almost nil. I was like, well, yeah, I suppose if you're going to open the floodgates, why not let it open to fuck? Do you know what I mean? Because guns are legal. You can get a license for a gun in all states, pretty much all states anyway, and just have them yourself. So if you're going to have it in the fucking glove box of the car, you may as well fucking have it on your hip. Mental in a way, like, but I mean, these are the things that just wouldn't translate, like, you know what I mean? We were talking about things back and forth, like with comedy and stuff like that, that wouldn't translate, and the way people, you know, there's hipster parts of Dublin, there was hipster parts of New York and stuff like that, and you know, you can get a cappuccino, like, you know, we went to the most hipster place ever for coffee or whatever, but it did blow my, like, when his daughter was 18, he took her straight to the range, had her pick out a pistol she liked, and got it for her. She has her own fucking sidearm. By Jesus. How many girls in Ireland would love a fucking gun? It's unfucking real. But we took him to, because the two boys, the two lads are huge UFC fans. Especially one of the lads, TJ, is fucking massive UFC, wearing a McGregor t-shirt and everything. And they couldn't find where SBG, Straight Blast Gym, McGregor's gym, well, I say McGregor's gym, so McGregor started out of, it's John Kavanagh's gym. I knew where it was because I passed the fucking thing the whole time. It's in between a bunch of car sales places, and I took him straight to it, and I was like, oh Jesus, I don't know, because they were like, let's go in. I'm like, oh, it's a fucking gym, like, you know, what are you going in, you're not members, in my own head. So I was like, go ahead, go on, you go on in there, don't, you know, thinking we're going to be told, what the fuck are you doing? And it turns out they actually have a gift shop and everything, and it's cool. It's actually built, they actually put an octagon on the floor, like, and built a shop inside it, you know what I mean? So it looks the part and everything. Actually, they were fucking in their element, photographs, the whole lot, other than actually McGregor showing up there, and there was about 80 or 90 fighters all training there as well, so it sounded the shit too, you know, everybody slapping pads and fucking jiu-jitsu going on and people stretching, and it looked, you know, it looked the fucking business. We went into town. I said, come on, they wanted a coffee, and I was going to take them up to the Phoenix Park, which is a really nice park if you haven't been there, and they've got one or two nice little cutesy coffee shops. I thought this would be nice, we'd sit outside, you get to see some of the Irish weather and whatnot, because it was a fucking cracking day. So, but turns out one of the lads wanted his haircut, so the other lad was my cousin's boyfriend. He was like, yeah, I'll get my haircut too. So I said, Camden Street, just busy bars, or busy, it's kind of a hipstery place. It had plenty of fucking barbers, I reckon, and coffee shops. Had plenty of coffee shops, all right, and it had one barber's, and you ever look at a place and go, is that what I think it is? Like, you know, you look at a butcher sometime, you look, that could be a hairdresser's. They're so fancy looking. And this was exactly that, with a bar, and said Barbieri up the top. And I'm like, I don't know, that could be coffee, lads. I do. Chance it. So over they went, the two boys, and we're sitting inside having a coffee. And like, they were only going in for a quick fucking buzz cut, like, you know what I mean? Tidy up, like, that was it. And like half an hour later, the boys still hadn't appeared. So about another 10 minutes passed, I shot over us, because the parents had to take the daughter back to dance practice. I said, look, I'll drop the lads out to the hotel, it'll be fine. Thinking they must be wrapping up, or there must have been a big queue. Nah, the boys had gotten straight on when they walked in there. It was owned by these, like, or was being run by these 5 young Italian guys, this barbershop. And they were all trying to push coffee on me when I was ridiculously happy. I would wager, now I could be wrong, but I would wager by the amount of hair strokage that was going on in there, and just now I could be totally wrong. It could be just an Italian way, but there was an element of homosexuality about the place, which was brilliantly, amazingly funny and happy. But it made me so happy to see 2 young guys who probably weren't exposed to this too often getting like head massage. And the youngest brother is sitting beside me. He's like just a quiet little lad. He's like 14. He's just chuckling away to himself, going, knowing that it was like the lads went along with it, grand. Like, and these guys were just back and forth going, "Are you sure I can't get you a coffee?" I know. I don't know why my Italian accent just turned Jamaican for some fucking reason there. But yeah, the gun licensing laws, I mean, they're a big thing in America. But it was funny because I was guessing, I don't know how they voted and stuff. It possibly was they went with Trump because they weren't going with fucking Hillary. But the line of shit they'd been given, like their whole view of Brexit, they thought Brexit was essentially what they just did. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a good thing. I was like, really, what do you know of it? Well, I mean, essentially it's just Germany just getting away. That is the biggest load of fucking shit. I'm like, I had to school them. I was like, basically, Brexit, the way it had been peddled to them in the States was straight off the back of Farage's stuff, and it was like, essentially Germany is getting its way, just without Hitler. That's essentially what I was like, dude, are you out of your fucking mind? They got an immigration problem. I said, they don't. What fucking problem do they have? I said, you can't go around the fucking globe for 3 centuries trying to fucking conquer the entire place and then get surprised when a bunch of people show up at your fucking door in 2016, 2017. And he was kind of, I never thought, that's in your fucking place. You don't have an immigration problem. You are a fucking immigration's fucking country. Like, he's 1/4. I said, you're about the only person I've ever met who may actually have an argument because you're 1/4 Indian. Native American, I should say. That's it. The other 3/4 of you doesn't have a fucking argument. Pointed at my cousin, it's like, she's fucking, her parents are Irish. Trump is fucking German. His fucking wife was Russian and his mother was Scottish. You know what I mean? So it kind of brought him around to the way no, I wasn't trying to fucking, it wasn't an argument, but it was a debate back and forth, and it was just interesting how he went. He goes, man, I read the news and I heard none of that from what look, trust me, it's you just don't, you can't. I said, the Brexit fucking thing, I was that guy spinning that shit. I told him about, the NHS money that just went missing the next morning. They were like, so where's this NHS money, this £350 million that you posted on the side of the bus is going to come from? And he just live on air went, yeah, that might have been a bit of an inflation there that I was saying there on the truth. But anyway, I'm fucking out. That's it, I quit. You meant Farage, I'm out the fucking door. I said honestly, the guy just, I said, look, and he was going to be, yeah, but it's, it's like mafia tactics, you know what I mean, that you're going to block out Britain afterwards. It's like, yeah, that's what happens when you fucking leave a company. You decide that you're going pulling out of a fucking company that you've been fucking working with for years, and you're going to fucking go it on your own. Oh, you think the company's going to go, oh, good on you, good on you. So you're going to compete now with that company, and they're still going to fucking give you a handout and a help. Are they? Fuck, they're going to box the fuck out of Britain. They are. That's just the way it is. And it's already coming into play. You can see it in the job offers that are coming up in Cork. Colossal money being offered for people that would have been in the UK, like IT style things that are just come up. Cork just opened up a new trade route to the rest of Europe, avoiding Britain. Just now, in the preparation for it. Holy Jesus Christ. And they had no idea this. He thought they were just, they're going on there. See, the majority of people couldn't pick Britain out on a map. They geographically don't know that it's surrounded by fucking the European Union. You know what I mean? And they'll have to beg for airspace even to fly shit out of there, or fly shit in there, which won't be granted. I tell you, it's going to be one sore couple of fucking years for Britain. And I was like, it was proven by like this absolute fucking, I think I was telling you last week, these fucking animals were at this fucking gig that I was doing. This horse of a woman, like, she just fucking boxed me in there, go, and I was like, oh right, yeah, so how's it? And somebody happened to say Brexit or something, I don't know, I voted out, I fucking voted out, so I did, I have my reasons. I was like, yeah, you were sold some shit that the reason why you're impoverished has nothing to do with what fucking Margaret Thatcher did to the north of England, like back in the fucking 80s. It has to do with immigrants coming in and stealing your jobs, because you are definitely doctor material, madam. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the shit that, and I had explained this to him, and he was like, wow, I did not see it going that way. I was like, yeah, well, that's what you're, now, look at me, educating people. What am I fucking like? And the gigs over the weekend were fun. Jesus Christ, it was hectic over the weekend. Good Friday. Did you drink? Good Friday. Did you? I think there might have been some drinkers in the pub next door. I didn't have fucking time for any kind of drinking or anything like that. I actually went off chocolate. I gave up chocolate for, it was easy enough. It was like, it's like giving up fucking, oh, don't worry, I'll give up gin. You know what I mean? It really wasn't that much of an effort. Like, but when you do a lot of driving, it's kind of a thing you do, and I think I've lost a bit of fucking, I think I may have lost some weight from that. You pick up an old chocolate bar, even though I have no fucking real interest in it, like, do you know, it doesn't do it for me. But I did, I gave it up, and I thought I'd stuff my face on fucking come Easter or something. I didn't really. Now there's a nice place in Maynooth here. Anybody ever been to Maynooth in County Kildare, go to the chocolate bar. Their fucking coffee, and they physically make all their own chocolate inside there. It's fucking unreal. You can actually see, like, the glass walls around the kitchen where the chocolatiers are working. And you do, I mean, the child in you just wants to walk in there, push them aside, just slap your face down into the fucking yoke they're working on, like, because it's just ludicrous. Like, you know, you're looking at fucking 15 kgs of fucking just gorgeous chocolate. And we got it there. It didn't fucking. I thought it would have gotten the old chocky horn there. I didn't get any kind of a buzz out of it really. It's like But being there before when I didn't, I thought I'd get more of a kick, but it was very enjoyable. Their coffee is outrageous inside the place, outrageous, full of rude cunts though. The staff are all beautifully nice, but on that Sunday I went in there. Whoa, Jesus, new level of rude fuckers. The sort of fuckers blowing wind outside to everybody walking in, just leaving the door wide open. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? How do you not know the fucking door is fucking still wide open behind you? And these weren't young people. Like, these were all in their 50s and stuff. And just nobody saying please. Everybody's standing in each other's way. It's like, are you all just after a massive feed and your brains have fucking shut off? That's a thing too you'll notice if you drive around a lot. You'll notice come Saturday and Sunday how shit the fucking driving is on the road. Because people's brains are switched off from work. They're like, well now I'll just plug in some shit to listen to on the phone. And just, you know what I mean? They'll just switch the fuck off. Like they're caught at the fucking driving you'd see on a Saturday and Sunday. Just numpties. Fucking numpties. Just wandering across. Like there should never ever be a crash on a motorway. Should never. It's inexcusable. Best roads in the fucking world. They've all well lined, well marked. They've got fucking everything. You're not scraping ditches. You're not down a country road. You don't meet a fucking tractor. You shouldn't be. There should be no reason for it. There should be no reason. You've got 2-3 fucking lanes to work with. You're all cruising along at whatever speed. There should be nobody. If you're fucking crashing on a motorway, give up driving. That's it. Because what the fuck are you crashing into? What the fuck have you been doing? You're supposed to be driving, not fucking half asleep while on the fucking thing, just crisscrossing. It's fucking hell. That's enough of the ranting, because some people can't. We can't all be good drivers. I don't know if I'm a good driver. I don't know. Maybe I am. Do you get better or worse by more habits? This is the thing. Like, I don't know. I think I'm an alright driver. Like, I could drive a tractor pretty alright. I don't know, does that qualify you? But the gig's over the weekend, so I was in the International on Thursday night. I was headlining that one. They were somber enough. No, sorry, Jesus Christ, what am I saying? It was that was Saturday night. Holy fuck. Thursday night was off the fucking Richter. Like, you could not recreate the fucking element of fucking manic brilliance that the night was. So, there's Martin Angolo and Damon Blake had been on, and they had good sets. It was nice, fine and everything. Then they went for a break, and Kevin O'Sullivan, who was hosting, really fun guy, like, you know what I mean, just chats away and just silliness, just loves the silliness, you know. He's up there, and this guy had walked in late in the show. He was just fucking tall. He must have been like 6'7" or something. He looked this big fucking Napoleon Dynamite head in him, like just sitting there with glasses and stuff. And he's like, "Where are you from?" You know, joined the party late here, like. And people were kind of bubbly, because always after the break they've had a few drinks and they've realised, oh, I'm at a comedy club now, my laughing chops are on. And that's why headliners tend to look better too. Like, this is something you won't fucking hear off people that headline. They'll be like, yeah, I smashed it out of the fucking park. Of course you did, because one, you're good enough to be a headliner, but two, the first two lads took the bullets for you, and people are now in their laughing gear, you know what I mean? But this guy walks in, he's sitting there and he's asking where he's from. He's from Germany, and he's like, fucking, Kev has this bit when he talks to people about Germany. He did this thing, he was asking about what the letter Y was in German. He says Upsilon, and he just starts chuckling to himself, because Kev's a bit of a stoner. He's just he goes, say it again. He goes, Upsilon. Say it again, Upsilon. And people were getting it was like the giddiness just spread throughout the room, right? And it was like, it was full house, like it was maybe 80 or 90 people in there. It was like, Upsilon. And it just kept on bubbling louder and louder. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I'm standing by waiting to be brought on. And he just says, he stands up, right, this guy, and he goes, I have to go down. And he says, where the fuck are you going, man? He says, I have to get my brother. He says, this is too much fun up here. Everybody's just fucking cracking up laughing, like just silly, like everybody's been smoking a fucking joint or something. And I'm laughing. I don't know what the fuck I'm laughing at, because it's just Upsilon, right? So he goes, what's your brother's name? And I swear to God, the guy goes, Constantine, right? I'm not fucking joking with you. I don't know what other word that guy could have said that would have made us laugh harder, because I don't think it was physically. The entire room, like there was a woman who as I later found out, worked in a fairly responsible fucking state job. Two of them just started smashing onto the table with their fists, just roaring like fucking balloon. Like the entire place was losing their mind, like they'd taken ecstasy as well as fucking hash or fucking weed. It was just, and he didn't, like, this guy was just after walking up after coming over to visit his brother. I was in college here. He just had fucking landed in Dublin, and this is what he first saw. So he goes down and gets the brother. I fell around the edge of the door, basically nearly onto the stage to fucking Kevin, totally breaking the fourth wall. Like, you don't really reveal yourself, you know what I mean? You bust out onto the scene when your name is called, and everybody was just laughing because they knew it was me coming on next. Like, and the two of us were just looking at each other laughing. Next thing I could hear him coming up the stairs. I'm like, Kev, they're fucking coming. The two lads fucking come up the stairs. I forget the original brother's name, but Constantine and the brother come up, right? Fucking identical. They're not twins apparently, but they're fucking head off each other, right? They're sitting there and your man's just fucking, and it's just, people went buck wild for your man because they knew the weirdness of the scenario. Everybody was playing on it, and they knew your man didn't get it was like when the football crowds go over to fucking, you know, for the Euros and stuff like that. Everybody's playing on the fact that nobody over there knows what the fuck is going on. You know what I mean? It's unexplainable to, like, I can't even explain it as an Irish person, but especially to people, it's just, let's go fucking uber brilliantly wild so that people don't even fucking, people just don't know what the fuck we're doing, right? So the two lads are sitting down. I'm in stitches. Next thing, up the fucking stairs behind me comes this other guy. He's clearly their father because he's like 6'7" as well. I say, alright man. He says, I had to come up to see what my two boys were doing. So in he walks anyway. I says, the old man's here. Just shouts it around. And this fucking place goes bananas again. Like, everybody's up out of their seat just fucking losing it. So finally Kev brings me on, and I'm standing there, I swear to God, for at least 45 seconds like Patrice O'Neill, just fucking nodding at this situation of the three fucking gangly lads over in the corner, like, and they're just looking at each other chuckling, still not knowing what the fuck the funny thing is. And we don't even know what the funny thing is. It's just that the lads, and as it dies down, I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to follow this shit? Two Napoleon Dynamite looking fuckers over from Germany. The place fucking went bananas again. I couldn't resist it. I went, oh, das ist nicht gut. Erupted. I was annoyed with myself because I was like, and these, what I'm saying right now is beating any material I can fucking really do. Like, the place, I said it too, is fucking, it turns into a fucking darts crowd. And of course, our whole place, it was the most banana shit. I thought I was in there to do 20 minutes. I ended up doing like, almost 35, 40 minutes without fucking realising. The place was just fucking bananas. It's unrecreatable. You couldn't do it unless you pumped everybody with fucking ecstasy or something beforehand. But it was a whopper fucking night. Fast forward through Good Friday, no gigs on Good Friday because the pubs are closed here on Good Friday for anybody outside the country. Oh, it's so funny. There was pictures up online because there's like down at Temple Bar, which would be the busy bar section of Dublin city centre. There's like a live earth cam, you know, watching for St. Patrick's Day. I think it was put up, and they just leave it up now so people can log in anytime. And the amount of fucking poor old tourists that were just like knocking on pub doors at like 12 o'clock in the day going, what the we just came to Dublin, the original fucking home of the Irish themed bar, and none of these fuckers are open. They were just all the Irish people hiding inside drinking snaky pints behind the counter just so they could have it to themselves. So yeah, fast forward through to Saturday night then was Whitney stuff in the morning. Meeting the cousins. Back home, back out again. First up was the early show in the Inter. That took a bit of pickaxe work. They were a bit on the quiet side, but brought him around in the end. Had to leg it over then to Chaplin's Comedy Club. I was closing that one as well. And subsequently, or evidently I should say, it was a great crowd. All despite a situation that had happened about 45 minutes before I got there, because he had a lineup of acts. He had like 5 on. Normally Simon only has 3 on, but he'd 5 on. And during this one girl's act, this guy just had a fucking meltdown and fucking had to peg it out of the place. His daughter went after. It turns out, because I arrived on and I saw these people and there was an ambulance coming. I was like, what the fuck has happened? Basically, this poor dude had a diabetic attack of some sort and just felt real faint and was ready to fucking drop. I mean, and that kind of... And people didn't know what was after happening, so she ploughed on, but then it kind of filtered through because other people would have been in and out to the jacks and stuff. So it weirded people out now, you know, and nobody made jokes about it, you know what I mean? Nobody fucking... which to be honest, the sick bastard in my head was like, has anybody seen but I didn't. I just ploughed through and did it. Then, I was raging. I've been eating clean the last couple of fucking weeks, like a fucking fighter. I've just gotten into a habit. It was kind of Lent, and then I was like, alright, well, you don't want to look like a big fat fucker for the wedding, like, you know, a big blown out fucking head in you, like, you just, you know. So, not that I was, but I just kind of, both of us kind of got into the fucking habit, and I was minding things, you know what I mean? I was just fucking roasting the old fucking chicken breasts and shit like that, rather than covering it in some fucking sauce and things, because I like to cook. I'm not a bad cook. I'm not fucking great, but I won't burn the bollocks out of a thing. If that qualifies as being a good cook, maybe I am. But I was fucking starving. And I had a bit between legging it back to do the late show at the International. I had a bit of time, and I went, fuck, what am I going to eat? And I was like, I couldn't even think. Jesus, because your brain is melted. At this stage, I'd already done an hour of comedy. And I'm like, all right, what? And I was passing McDonald's. I went, don't fucking do it. Don't. I did it, right? I fucking did it. Two things absolutely fucking just pulled me up. One, that the fucking burger and chips that I ate was like, it was apparently like the fucking mix something. Oh, it just tasted like, I may have been eating my fucking notepad. It was just fucking muck. Absolute fucking muck. But it was these fucking howlers of ones that were sitting across the table. Every one of them. Now, they weren't manky drunk, but geez, every one of them had their mouth wide open while eating. And they were right across. I couldn't not look at them. Right across the fucking way. These absolute fucking white trash pieces of shit. Just grub falling out of their mouth while they're talking to each other back and forth. And these are the ones that have an attitude, like, you know what I mean? They just looked like fucking hell. Like, just... Not look like they'd done up for the night, like, but they just looked like they'd be fucking. So halfway through, I was like, "Fuck that noise!" I just walked away from the lad. I was like, I felt quite good about that. I was like, "Fuck it," but it really, I was just like, I'm not fucking soft. I mean, but Jesus, close your fucking mouth when you're eating. If you don't have the capability to close your fucking mouth when you're eating, if that subconscious isn't built into you, then fuck that shit. I can't know you. I can't know you. Because that proves to me, that's a red flag to me straight away. You don't have the conscious ability to close your fucking teeth together and slap over your fucking lips one over the other when you're fucking eating your food and you're an adult. That's it. That's a red flag for me. I can't know you. I can't. Because that's right up there with like fucking eating an apple sideways. Even that I could get over. You're just a bit of a weirdo. But this is just fuck that. Fuck that. Cows do that. Dogs do that shit. Close your fucking food falling out of their mouth while they're talking to each other. Shot back over to the late show. That was a lot of fun. It was weird that there was one guy, like there was people who were fucking smash drunk. Like there was one moment she was just, you wouldn't have been surprised if her name was Earthfire, you know what I mean? She's sitting there in all the hippie gear, like, and she's just laughing at all the wrong points, like all the totally wrong points. And you can't give out to somebody for laughing, but it just makes it a little weird when they're like, ha ha ha, while you're saying nothing funny. You know what I mean? It's just a lead up. Like you're going, oh Jesus, and you're fucking it up for everybody else because you can see now these four Welsh ones who are just drunk as fuck. They've been just talking through the whole thing. Not loudly, but they were annoying, and they got up and fucked off. And I swear, and that was when we actually got going with the gig. You know what I mean? About 5 minutes in, they were like, "Sorry, we have to leave." I'm like, "No, you won't be fucking missed." And that's everybody was like, "Oh, thank fuck!" And it just kind of broke it. But that was Sunday night. Then was the Comedy Crunch. Opened the Comedy Crunch and then closed Unhinged Comedy across the way at the Halfpenny Bean. The Comedy Crunch, great gig downstairs at the Stag's Head. They give free ice cream as well during it. It's a great show. It's a lovely, lovely show. It's a great room. And so is the Halfpenny over. Like, it's just, Connor's fucking mental, but I like him. You know, that kind of way. You like mad bastards. Like, he is a mad bastard from fucking Connor, the arsehole of Connemara. And he looks it too. He's got that wild kind of windswept look about him. It's a great, great night. I can tell you though, by the time I was driving home on Sunday night, and there was a couple of gigs since then during the week as well. Like there was another one on Wednesday night, but oh by Jesus, it was the old brain is frazzled. You gotta kind of put that kind of fucking time into it. Your old fucking brain is a bit melted. I wasn't interesting, I can tell you that. By the AM of Monday morning, Sunday night, I was not an interesting person anymore. I'd said everything I had to say. At that stage, I'd done the bones of, what? six gigs in 3 days. With an average of probably 20 minutes to probably half an hour. Yeah, probably half an hour given the longer ones and stuff like that. Yeah, it's 3 hours of non-stop fucking you talking. That's a lot of fucking time. That's a lot of time. You get tired of listening to your own fucking voice, I can tell you. Awesome. My beloved Munster won, beating Ulster. They should have lost, really, but fair play to them. Ulster actually lost that game. And my beloved Tipperary, they beat Clare, or they beat Wexford. Proper fucking order too. Get back into your box. Know your role. If nothing else for that mental bastard, Davy Fitz. If nobody's even into hurling, just Google that mad bastard, Davy Fitzgerald. He's the coach now for Wexford, and he actually ran on. He didn't like a decision. The ref was having a fucking terrible game, but he didn't like a decision against Wexford, or that didn't go with Wexford. And he ran on and just started shouldering fucking players, Tipperary players. Like, this is the coach. This is the fucking coach. It's worth Googling it just for a fucking look at it anyway, if nothing else. I was looking through, there's fuck all interest in the news. I did see, I don't know if big wrestling fans listen to this, but Rosie, remember Rosie? He died today, the poor devil, God rest him, 47. But he's, like, it's bizarre, the fucking lineage he's from, like, his brother Roman Reigns, he's related to the Rock, the Usos, the Tonga Kid, Umaga, Rikishi, Yokozuna. Fucking hell, this family are just, and there's even more, like, that I don't even know. This family are all fucking wrestlers, big bastards too. But a load of them, like the likes of Rikishi and fucking Omega and Yokozuna, have all died, like, in their 40s. Like, it's like, lads, what are you fucking doing? And I don't think they were riding, because they're fucking, yeah, let's face it, a lot of them were kind of tubby bastards. But you know that big fucking island boy fat, like, you know what I mean? They're still strong and move like fucking skinny fellas. I don't know what the fuck they must be eating. Smoking a ton of fags or something. Like, but they're all dying of fucking coronaries in their 40s. The poor bastard. God arrest him. So that's me. That's me. I'll get married this weekend. So I would ask you to wish me luck, but sure, don't worry about it. Like I said, any questions, do shoot them on to Buckshot Podcast at gmail.com, or just shoot them off me. Just follow me on Twitter, Tom_O'Mahony. Why don't you, if you're on iTunes, just share. Be great if you rated it too. That'd be awesome. I don't know how to rate it. I'm sure people are far smarter than me with iPhones and whatnot. You can actually find a way to rate it. But like that, like I said, gigs coming up. You'll catch me on stage in Killaloo May 5th, Clonmel May 11th, Trappers in Galway May 18th. If anybody's in the Tipperary district on May 13th, come see me in Care, do my own show. So you'll get to see plenty of my big fat head. If there are any Wexfordians there, sorry about last weekend. But I'll be down in the Lanterns Theatre on May 25th. June 2nd, I'm in the venue in Ratoath. That's for Meath people. Well, it's not really. Anybody can come along. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Dublin people living out in Ratoath these days. And even my London friends or peeps out there, stick November 25th in the diary for the Museum of Comedy. Or just jump on and buy a ticket now. It'll settle my nerves to know that a few tickets have been sold before I actually go over to London. Tell all your friends about it and just share around. It'd be awesome. And I'll chat to you next week, mini moon. Thanks, guys.